let's get started. This is the Mummy Monk MuMo, game number 50 in the world record DCSS streak. Last time we just kind of pounded through the game, and we're doing, if I remember correctly, let's just see where we're at. Okay, welcome back, Malcolm Rose, the Mummy Monk. Gozag says greed is good. Greed is good. Our skills, as I recall, we were training ourselves in the way of Japanese steel. While you were acquiring a girlfriend, I was training in the art of the blade. I have given up on polearms because, boy, I sure do want to have clarity. Because getting confused as a mummy is some old bullshit. We don't want to experience that indignity, so we won't. Pretty cool, honestly, that we found the katana. Gozag really came through for us there. Just to refresh my memory, because it's been a couple days, how are we doing on resistances? Oh, right, we have the Hat of the Alchemist. So we're doing quite well. We're using the scarf to make sure we have RF+. Yeah, man, it's pretty lit, isn't it? Alright, we remember we have these wacky gloves with plus 9 strength. That's pretty cool. I'm just looking over the items here just to make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Soon we'll drop the Autumn Katana and our shield and use Plutonium Sword, right? Just kidding, of course.
Did I miss anything?
Nope, Tony, you missed me chugging a protein shake, which I did not do on camera, so you missed nothing at all. Turns out I am actually I have 3 pieces of news. 1, I'm out of milk. 2, I'm out of whey powder, and 3, I've apparently been consuming expired whey powder for like a month. So that's news from my life lately. But that's okay. We'll get some more. My biceps have grown by like an entire inch over the last few weeks, which is pretty outrageous. But I'm gonna stop sounding like I'm bragging now. We're gonna look over the character. We have 2 runes. Hey, man. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. I'd like to thank Man for that sub and also for his workout advice. He is twice the size and strength of a normal man. Streamer is a slave to big expiry date. Alright, we did these 2 runes. We want to do slime now, I think. We have our core thanks to this beautiful hat. Hat of the Alchemist. Yeah, let's just do slime. We can do this. Big brain plays to ID that Executioner's Axe. No way. It could be plus 12. You know? It could be like plus 12 speed and I still wouldn't want to use it. What's up, Mr. Alstrom? Is that axe even free? Yeah, I'm not spending 540 gold. But yeah, I mean, would you give up Autumn Katana and a shield for a plus 13 Executioner's Axe on a mummy? I mean, come on. Surely you value clarity as much as I do. Whoa, hold up. Hold the phone. Too many of these guys. This can do 66 damage. There we go. Gotta be careful because we're really not that defensive. I mean, if you look at our, if you press the percentage button, you see all these beautiful resistances, and you think, wow, this guy's indestructible. But if you look at my actual defenses, they're not incredible. They're pretty good. 17 AC, 25 EV, 20 SH. That's the one downside to the hat, is you have to accept that your melee is going to take a slight hit. You're going to be a little more vulnerable to attacks. Executioner's Axe on a mummy is even worse than normal. Yeah, that -2 aptitude, man. Have fun with that. Okay, we have a Ring of Attention. Of course we don't want to wear that. We want to have the See Invisible on. I don't know why I thought that Autumn Katana gave Senv, but it sure doesn't. Okay. Okay, we should have like, yeah, we have RC+++, so I feel pretty confident about duking it out with an Azure Jelly, but we're going to take him one-on-one just to be sure, and it worked out fine. Again, I'm just trying to be a little cautious because my defenses are, they could be better. I'm relying pretty heavily on this shield. Why do you want Sinv and Slime? I don't know something. You know, you're right. I didn't particularly want Sinv and Slime. I wanted Sinv all the time. But here's a minor optimization I can do, and you're 100% right that I should do it. There's absolutely nothing in here that can go invisible. So what I should do is trade that out. Like I tend to try to reduce my headspace as much as possible, give myself as few things to think about as possible. So you'll see me doing things like wearing Synth all the time, even though I could use it as a swap, if the alternative is to have like a couple points of AC or something. But there's no good excuse for that in a place like Slime where there's just no threats. Vaults 5 with Bribe would be safer than Slime 5. I think this character can do Slime 5 really safely. He has 13 nets, you know, and I can haste myself with Gozag potions, so I don't really see how Slime 5 can possibly even cause me a problem. I mean, we will tear the Royal Jelly a new asshole quite easily, I think. Unless Gozag decides to be kind of an ass and doesn't give us haste. 19 AC is a bit sketchy. Yeah, but keep in mind he can't do damage to us if he's netted. Yeah, that's the thing. We have 6 blinking, so there's no real way that I can get screwed over here. Let's turn off a couple things. I want to not pick up enchant weapon anymore. I want to not pick up brand weapon anymore. I don't need to do inventory management probably, but force of habit. We have 2 scrolls of enchant armor. Let's go ahead and enchant. Hey Alf, what's up? If you bribe B5, do you dip the floor before bribing to avoid wasting bribe on the welcome party? I would say that is probably a good idea. Oh, Alf, did you believe that? I used the crystal ball command to make a fake death, and then I pasted it, or I made YouthBot in my Discord say the fake death. Oh hell yeah, dude! We've had +2 boots of running. Bribing Vaults 5 is pretty strong, but I would in fact, like you say, I would dip in first so you don't bribe the guards. On the other hand, the guards are, I believe, pretty low hit dice, so they're not likely to get bribed anyway, if I understand the way that bribe works properly. Okay, so we're no longer 19 AC, we're 20 AC. Oh god. Don't want to get paralyzed. What's my evokes? 10? Let's take that to 15, but 10 should be enough. We're gonna Ice Blast. Oh. Okay, he's not charged, but he didn't die. Okay, good. Whew. I hate floating ice. Oh yeah, you can get para with clarity. It's pretty lame, but yeah. Let's kill the Shining Eye first so I don't take too much stat damage. Okay, this is questionable. Let's, Lightning Rod. Yep. You wouldn't even know that I have our core looking at those damage numbers that thing was putting up. Damn. There is one other way, Perpetual Blur, and that's to be a formicid. Although that's quite narrow, isn't it? I wish they had kept at least one stasis like an unrand in the game. I don't understand why they took that out. Paralysis is a really bad mechanic, if you ask me. Scarf of Stasis. Absolutely. Now there's a good use for a scarf. I'll probably move cloud immunity to cloaks. You know? Treeform has stasis? I thought Treeform has no telly, which is not the same thing as stasis. It's very easily confused because they do kind of the same thing, but no telly doesn't give you paralysis immunity. It just stops you from teleporting and blinking. Okay, I sure wish I had a file. Actually, you know what? We haven't done Elf yet. I just realized that. I was thinking, like, why don't I have a file yet? It's because I haven't done Elf. They'll probably be in there is the thing. Do we have silence? We don't have silence scroll. I don't like stasis and clarity because there's basically no legibility to what the immunities are in each. What exactly do you mean by legibility? I mean, I think I know what you mean, but I'd like to make sure. Like, do you mean it's hard for the player to understand? It's not very, like, presented to him very clearly what those abilities do? You put off Elf because the mages can summon Tarantellas. Well, that's not a fear anymore with my superior Japanese steel. Created by Hattori Hanzo himself. There's no coherent explanation for it? You mean like fluff? Like in-game story type stuff? It's magic, dude. It's magic. I don't gotta explain shit. Oh, you mean you don't like combining those two things? Is that what I'm understanding here? You think the two abilities don't go together? Hey, you know what? We're gonna go to Elf real quick. We have mega resistances. The only thing that can really screw us here is a big LCS, and we have blink scrolls and whatnot. I sure wish we had silence. That would be the real jam, wouldn't it? This MuMo absolutely wants self, yeah. I mean, we're very strong. We can tab this crap, you know, for the most part. But I'm a little fearful. Just a little bit. By the way, we're going to be able to wear better body armor soon. I'm sticking with this ringmail of Elivalon's Wrath for the time being for the MR+. But sooner or later my sort of racial, inborn, biological MR is going to catch up, and then we can probably put on this, at least this +7 scale mail again. Ideally something even better. I bet this is Gozag. Yeah, greed is good. Alright, tabbing things on Elf 1. No principle that lets you predict that, say, sleep immunity is in clarity and paralysis isn't. I don't know. I mean, you could just make a tooltip that explains exactly all the abilities that they block. Okay, we have some high-level elves now. This is a great place for MO, but we don't have any. No RF+. We have RF+ from the scarf and from the hat, so probably be able to safely wear that chainmail when you return to slime. Yep. probably. Burning some Ice Blast because, well, I'm not wanting to get owned by... Well, you guys remember what happened last time, right? The last time I ran into elf demonologists on Elf 1. You know how fast that can go badly. Scroll of Recharging A. And yeah, I think you're probably right with regards to the scale mail swap. I think we can kill these dragons. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Get the experience, get the gold. It's a rough fight, actually. That was close. Okay. I guess I just had some bad RNG there a little bit. Why doesn't stasis block banishment? It's pretty arbitrary. I don't know, man. I'm reasonably okay with arbitrary things like that as long as it's communicated to the player. That's my big thing. Is I don't want the player to feel like the enemy pulled a grenade out from under his hat, and then just like killed him for no particular reason. This is a Holy Wrath animated weapon. Gotta watch out for that stuff. They will always min roll. They will always max roll. It's true. Hey, baby. Got ourselves a trove. +3 Storm Dragon scale. So we're Gozag, right? So we will never ever have a Storm Dragon scale unless one is for sale in a shop. So probably write that trove off right now. Unless we were to abandon Gozag, which of course is not going to happen. But hey, it's possible one will be for sale. Does Wand of Acid equal Grenade? Yes. Probably. Still would feel a little more confident here if I had a Silent Scroll. I guess I could summon a shop here. I still have yet to look at like what's considered deeper, for example, Elf 3 or Slime 5. You know, in terms of we discovered, and this is something Man told me, I think, that Gozag shops will give you better items, higher level items, if you are deeper. You think Slime 5 is considered deeper by the game? I just need to go code diving, and for the life of me, I just keep forgetting to do that. Let's drop arrows. Doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. You're looking at like a micro benefit at that point. Alright, we auto-explored into this, got Hellfire immediately. It only did 13 damage, though. Yeah, I got the joke, Anani Badger. Okay, we have Blinking. I'm going to try to just Ice Blast this stuff to death. Wait a minute, no, this is the kill zone, man. Now we could get LCS'd, and then Hellfired. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to back off. Shadow Fiend cannot torment me, so that's cool. He can dispel undead on me, but it's no big deal if he can't have line of sight to me, right? Hold on, does this guy have... Okay. I'm checking Blade Masters for holy weapons, because that would be very upsetting, wouldn't it? Oh man. I think we're gonna have to bail. This kind of sucks. Wait, we have digging. We have digging. Why don't I just do that? Perfect. Ice fiends are a joke, by the way, when you're a mummy. These guys don't have Dispel Undead, do they? I always have to check. You know, you play a mummy, and suddenly all those monsters that have Dispel Undead that you can safely ignore, suddenly they're doing like 100 damage to you a pop. I know that happened to me a week or two ago with Josephine, right? Josephine, not Joseph, but is that her name? Yeah, Josephine. Yeah, she's got Dispel Undead, and it's not really something that you usually pay attention to. Anyway, we just found acquirement. I pretty much always acquire gold on Gozag, and this is going to be no different. 740, very good. This just sounds like a good location for a fog. Nice. The Robe of Baldness. Don't wear it, or all your hair will fall out. Yeah, I saw the Robe of Clouds. I think we're going to bypass that today. Hmm. Not bad. Trying to minimize the number of turns that these guys get to spend in LCS range. That's why I'm using things like Ice Blast on casual annihilators, because I just want to reduce the chance that this is going to go poorly. I can always blink, you know, but I'd rather burn Ice Blast than blink scrolls, right? And of course, we're trying to fight only like one elf at a time. That's one of the reasons you see me doing these positioning tricks like this. You never know when you'll need our thunder. Genuinely never know. Like, I can't think of one scenario. Yeah, how about our thunder? I guess if you see By Susan and you just really are fearful of her lightning for some reason. Uh-oh, okay, wait, this is really bad. Yeah, so here's a great example. Dispel Undead, it can do like 100 damage to me. Oh, hold on. Technically, we should probably just try to duke it out with the Demonologist and then blink away if we take big damage. Ah, damn it. But then there's the Lost Soul. No, you know what? We're gonna, I'm gonna preemptively blink. This scares me too much. If you look at how much a Shadow Fiend can do, Dispel Undead 3D 32, that's 96 damage. I just want to hear you say it, hear her say it. Well, the problem is you put a curse word in there.
Seatsy middle.
Oh, there you go. And I have yet to figure out how to disable the censor thing on my Streamlabs. There's a crappy weapon shop there. CC Mittel. What a dumb name change. I always call them Shadow Fiends because that's what they are. There's this hilarious piece of crawl lore, so to speak, where the guy who was
The plural of Sitsi Middle is Sitsi Mama.
the guy who was putting that name change into the game, he did this write-up on it, and it was just like deeply embarrassing because you could tell that he thought it was the most clever thing anybody in the universe had ever done.
Sitsi Middles are the teats.
I just hit the wrong button to close that door, and that's why I took another 60 damage. No, we're going to try to Ice Blast him to death. And it works. Okay. Need to stop hitting that lowercase c. What am I doing, playing CDDA? No, it's like some Aztec demon or something. And by virtue of being Native American, like, the guys seem to think that that made it more interesting by default. Trick to get around the filter worked.
Can't believe they changed Heckfire into Darnation.
Darnation. That was another kind of silly change, I think. I mean, I could understand the fear of it being a little too confusing, but damnation? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. So he iron shotted me. There's still too much stuff. Let's teleport out of this situation. That's good. Hey, there's a crystal plate here. We could actually end up wearing that crystal plate. We have 30 strength. That's a lot. And we have 2 enchant armor, and we could easily get an awful lot more enchant armor if we start purchasing scroll shops, right? No, I'm not worried about getting a weapon, Mr. Alstrom. We have our clarity katana. I'm very happy with it. Maybe we can just wait out here. It's our first deep elf elementalist we found. Damnation sounds dumb, but at least it's not actively misleading. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Like, you know, people got the mistaken impression that Hellfire was fire-related, so okay, fine. But I always wanted to call it Demon Dong. You know, the Demon Dong engulfs you. The Demon Dong burst deals 60 damage to you. It's appropriately scary and dangerous. You know, you don't want to meet a Demon Dong, do you? I know I don't. It's terrifying. I don't want to get engulfed by a Demon Dong, that's for sure. What is this, some kind of Japanese anime? I think I saw this once in one of those. Okay, let's identify. Wow, okay, gloves with MR on them. That is interesting. I don't think we ever really need to wear those gloves, but I mean that cuts down, unfortunately, 9 of our strength, but it gives us 3 more AC. What manual is this? Conjurations. Do not need such a thing. So the gloves are the only interesting thing here. I didn't find that file that I was wanting. Another glaciate came. I do not think so. 9 strength, 4 dex is greater than MR. Well, you got to take the 3 AC into account. Of course, if I end up in the crystal plate, you want the strength more, of course, of course. Alright, I'm going to trust chat on this one.
Megazig or no balls.
This is not a good character to Megazig on. His intelligence is too low. Okay, so I'm going to trust chat on this one. What do you guys think? What does the game consider to be deeper? Slime 5 or Elf 3? My instinct is that Elf 3 is considered deeper, but I would have to go code diving to be sure. Alright, Naughty Badger thinks it's Slime 5. Elf 3 is only 3 deep. Code dive on stream. That doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. Bayochoth and I worked this out a while ago. Well, man, which is it? You know, I guess it could be fun, but I don't know. I don't want to. I just don't want to code dive right now. Looking at DCSS code is really not all that much fun, to be honest. Although it'd be a pretty easy thing to look up, I think. Is it an instant action? No, it takes 1 turn. Oh, I shouldn't have tabbed here. Buying is instant, yes. Oh, this thing's paralyzed and it's not dying, and I'm afraid now. Okay, there we go. Good use of para. Little surprised we had so much trouble killing it, but should have trained stealth. Maybe. Alright, we are looking for another way down, and we have just found it. Okay. There's a short sword of a Lek and Elf. Oh, let me just do that. Alright, shop time. Call merchant. I don't know why he would want to come to the slime pits, but okay. Magic scroll shop. Let's do that. There's our enchant armor. There's some telly. There's a fear. There's a Vuln. Take that. Call merchant. Another magic scroll shop. Sadly, no enchant armor here. But we'll get fog. We'll get summoning. That's good. We'll get ammo. That's good. Be handy for our boy here, Mr. Royal Jelly. One more merchant. Magic scroll shop. Three scroll shops. Very good. I didn't find nearly the amount of enchant armor that I would have thought I would have gotten out of 3. Hey George All Caps, thanks for the follow. Out of 3 scroll shops, but that's okay. We burned a lot of money. I'm not too happy about that. Let's just see, what's our AC look like in this crystal plate? Yeah, we'll take off the ring mail. So, great orb. Oh, damn. Okay, 1% paralyze. So what happens if I go from 15 EV to 12 EV? Yeah, I think we have to wear the MR for the time being. Okay, we're a little bit drained. But this is okay, because now we can just enchant this crystal plate up. And we're going to end up with absolutely amazing AC this game. Maybe enchant armor is considered a low-level scroll? Oh, yeah, I did get summonings, didn't I?
So are we not casting anymore?
Nope, we're not casting anymore, I don't think. Let's rest up. I have a bit of drain from taking off that plate armor. But we'll work that off pretty fast in here. It's already to yellow. Uh-oh, let's pull this guy up. These guys give so much experience. Okay. That's quite a lot. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to pull one, not the whole party. Slime 5 is depth 22, Elf 3 is depth 18. Or Elf, okay, alright. So we made the right choice, eh? Based off your XL? No, apparently I've been told that the shops are not based off XL, they're based off where you're standing, which seems like a hidden dumb mechanic to me. I do not like that this is how it works, if indeed that's how it works. This is not so good. There we go. So I'm killing the one that's like not between me and the Eye of Devastation because I wanted him to approach without being able to shoot me. It's kind of a minor optimization, but those are the kinds of positioning tricks you have to use to block things like mutation, like malmutate. So you can use the same thing with damaging bolts and whatnot. Just repeating what BHOth told you. Well, BHOth has spent a lot of time under the hood, so to speak. I don't think he would really lead you astray. I guess it's possible. Just doesn't seem very likely. Okay, terrific. It's gonna be in like some kind of data structure that details the branches. I have a suspicion of some of the files it might be in, but I'd have to look. I mean, to be honest, the easiest way to track it down would be to look at probably to look at the actual Gozag shop code, and then track back where it's pulling that from, the numbers themselves, I mean. Oh, you're trying to confirm the fact that it does that. Well, then, yeah, you're just going to have to look at the function that calls create shop or whatever. But it's probably a whole convoluted mess. All right, potion petition. We have haste, resistance, might. We're going to have to live without Agi today. I should call merchants on Abyss 5. You actually can't call merchants in the Abyss. All right, we could paralyze TRJ if we voled, but there's like a great orb right around the corner, so I don't think we're going to do that. Instead, we're going to do the whole thing where we net him. We'll use mirror. We'll use... Now, this is weird. This is like a weird graphical. It's not even graphical, actually. It shows up in-game, too. So we use the net on him, and he's in the net. I use the mirror on him, and now instead of being in a net, he's entangled in a web. And you see the graphic for it changed as well. So I'm at a loss as to why that happens, but that's fine. Make another mirror. We have two TRJs. Order them both to attack the Royal Jelly himself rather than his spawns. Boom. Easy enough. Let's Telly. Is this Royal Jelly pissed at me? He sure is. This is just a matter of convenience, really. Sadly, that stuff didn't die, but that's okay. Let's just rest up. We don't even get Gozag gold from this, otherwise we'd be able to do some jelly farming, I guess. Can you abjure TRJ slimes? That one I don't know, actually. My instinct is no. Actually, no, definitely not, because they're not temporary. They stay forever. They're not even considered to be durably summoned, so there's no way. The way abjuration actually works is it reduces the amount of time that a temporary summon gets to stay. But if that amount of time is infinite, then, well, you get the idea. It's my instinct anyway. Alright, let's identify this amulet. Oh, hell yeah, this is technically an upgrade. I guess we don't need the Arlec, but the plus stealth is okay, I guess. We messed up, by the way. We should have had protection on this whole time. Let's identify +2 cloak. I want my RF plus, unfortunately. Let's identify +4 plate armor, no thanks. I know I'm blowing identify, it's just for convenience. There's no reason to use this many identifies on some of this stuff, but it also doesn't matter because we have about 1 billion. Alright, that's it. Sick Ignition, Cobalt's 5. Final game, Juicy Pear, final game. I plan on control queuing at the end of this. You know, end the streak in a truly classy way.
Final game.
Thank you, Tony. Alright, let's go to vaults. With a soft hiss, the gate opens wide. Kind of wish that we hadn't burned so much gold on shops. Got too excited about enchanting up crystal plate armor, you know. No, this is going to be 15 rune. I promised that the final game of the streak would be 15 runes. So we'll show off that, although it'll be perhaps a little less interesting than a 15 rune on a character that's not undead. Nonetheless, I think that we'll have a pretty good time with it. I'll show off how great Gozag is in Extended. You thought he was good in the base game. Oh boy. Okay, come on. That took forever to kill. This Japanese steel is not... It's not particularly good. In terms of killing things quickly. Check it out. I'm just going to teleport. I have 22 of these things. I just want to rest up. Got a little message from Gozag here, I think. Gozag Extended sounds loot. Alright. Alright, let's identify crappy chainmail. Hey guys, we just got a radiate. Time to become a transmuter. Imagine a mummy casting a radiate. Feels so weird, but it would actually be pretty good, I guess. I guess you really don't have to worry about the contam, do you? Mummy transmuter, best combo. It's not really that bad, to be honest. If you can survive level 1, you get your snakes, and then you just become like an unarmed, no transform guy. I mean, it's not the worst combo I can think of. It's not good, but I can definitely think of worse mummies. The line for creating the shop, passing in XL, looking for the function now on my phone. Okay, I will take a quick look at this. Okay, this is a function that returns a boolean, Gozag underscore call underscore merchant. Only offer useful shops, okay. Oh man, this is long. Okay. What's the worst combo you can think of? Probably a Mummy Chaos Knight, or maybe a Felid Chaos Knight. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just keep going. Mummy Transmuter is actually an illegal combo. Can you not play that? Does it not let you do that? Well, sometimes it would make combos that are really not all that much different than other combos. Like can Felids be fighters or gladiators? I don't think they can, or can they? V5? Because sometimes they're differentiated by gear. Yeah, I saw the little icons in trunk, which kind of reveals how bad some of the paper doll player tiles actually are. Felid Berserker is still pretty fun if you ask me. I like it. I had a rough time in CSDC doing it, but yeah, I agree that Mummy Transmuter is sufficiently different. It should totally be allowed. I mean, I don't mind taking out illegal combos entirely. It seems kind of silly. Okay, this is actually pretty dangerous, so we have a ton of blinking. Why don't we burn one? Demigod Zealots. Well, yeah, some things, of course, would have to be, by nature of the race, disallowed. But the ones that there's no like mechanical reason for it. I mean, yeah, you could just start as atheist, I guess. Or check this out. If I wanted to be really clever about it, the demigod zealots could, you know what I want to do with demigods, right? Is I want to do the bee crawl thing, only actually finish it and make it more randomized what abilities they get. So here's the thing: a demigod zealot just guarantees that they will get, like if you're a demigod abyssal knight, you don't start worshiping Lagonu. You start maybe a little further along your path to getting your abilities, and they'll always, at least one of them will always be a Lagonu styled ability. How about that? Probably added random already. Not that I've heard of, but I don't know. I'd have to check. The pace of development is pretty good over there, so. Felid Arcane Marksman could totally use Book of Debilitation. Yeah, no, that seems fine. And just dump the skill into something else, you know? Into the rest of their abilities. That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting start. Ooh, baby. That's a +6 Ring of Protection. Okay. That brings us to 40 AC, although that dumps my EV pretty hard. I don't want to run around without Send, so I'm not gonna. But we will take the +6 AC. Begrudgingly, though. I really think I should probably be wearing the EV instead. Well, here's the thing, Tony, is this is probably one of my biggest gripes with mainline DCSS development, is that their whole philosophy, and this isn't really stated anywhere, by the way, what I'm about to say. This is not something I don't think they've gone on record saying that this is their philosophy. It's just something that I've sort of intimated over the years. These people have a very low opinion of players doing clever things. Everything has got to be intended. Everything has got to be like developer proscribed. Um, and it's like, if anything, if any kind of emergent gameplay happens, it's got to be stomped into the dust. So, something sort of clever like trying to play a felon arcane marksman and winning is so anathema to the pace, or not the pace, to the direction of development of mainline DCSS. It doesn't surprise me at all that it's not allowed, because it's just too, it's, you're coloring outside the lines, and that's not, no fun is allowed. Reminds me of some glitch to get into a danger zone behind some unbreakable glass that they ended up patching. Was that the Yermak trick to get a hold of items that show up on that one Bailey vault? That was very, very cool on his part, figuring that out. It was some kind of wacky, like you had to use FedHos flooding, and then you had to abyss yourself, and then it would look around and it would say, wow, there's no legal tiles for me to put your ass on, so we're going to put you inside the unbreakable glass. Like that kind of thing, why would you take that out? That is so convoluted and difficult to set up. Like, it's cool. If you pull that off, you deserve whatever that item is. I don't care if it's Arga, man. You deserve that item, in my mind. It's clouds again. Don't know why this Annihilator's not dying. There we go. Come on. I got a little greedy here. I just wanted to sustain through all this instead of kiting it like I should have. I mean, it's fine. We can take it all. We just had to use a little bit in the way of resources. This is more of a showboating kind of way for me to maintain my sanity than to actually use resources that I needed to use. More AC is less important if you have tons of AC already. That's a statement I would actually, I mean, if you have a choice between, only if you're talking about like a choice between taking more EV or taking more AC, like, I'm probably making a mistake by going from 34 AC to 40 AC instead of going from 11 EV to 15 EV. And this is not based on numbers. I haven't done the math. This is just my instinct. You're saying that GammaFunk disagreed. Did he bring that up just now? Is he watching my stream? What's up, GammaFunk? No, oops. I don't want to be here. There we go. Oh, this is months ago, I see. So he was saying that you should just stack as much AC as possible. He's wrong. I mean, if you have the choice, you really do. I mean, you're going to end up with more than one or the other, but like, you really should focus on some kind of balance. I mean, you really don't want to have. If I have 100 AC and 0, let's reduce this to the absurd. Take it as far as we can. If I am a gargoyle and I have 100 AC and crystal plate, and I have like 0 or maybe like 3 EV, I am screwing up so badly because there's just so many horrible enemies that can do horrible attacks to you that your AC doesn't necessarily do anything against. Doesn't stop being good, it's good linearly. Well, that's not really really what we're talking about, whether it's good linearly. I mean, like, obviously having more AC is nice, but I don't know, that's classic Gamma Funk. He's like an expert in goalpost moving is the problem. EV is weak and should be removed. I don't agree that EV is weak. I think that if you try to create a character that is like 100% EV, you're going to have a problem, but you're also going to have a problem if you try to create a character that's 100% 100% AC, believe it or not. Nice crystal spear, bro. But no, having EV is really crucial. One mistake I see newbies making all the time is they're playing like a Minotaur or something, and they think, oh, well, I'm in heavy armor, therefore I want to train nothing but armor, and I'm going to wear this big, heavy-ass thing, and I'm going to end up with like 50 AC and like 3 EV. And I look at them and they're max level, but they have no dodging training, and I'm like, bro, just take your dodging to 10 or even 15, you know? And the difference is night and day between having 3 EV and having like 11 EV. Oh man, we didn't want to tab this stuff, but that's okay. This is the joke lich, so SH is best against most attacks, yeah. Against many attacks, I should say. I mean, SH is really important. It's very effective. I mean, this character would be significantly weaker if he didn't have a shield, that's for sure. GDR. See, I don't think you can make... I mean, everybody wants to simplify this stuff into a simple little chart, like, oh, well, this is more important than that. This is the most important, and then there's this, and then that, and then this. But like GDR, for instance, like, yeah, it is the most important thing. It's absolutely at the top versus attacks that it applies against, you know? If you can guarantee you're taking less damage, then sure, that's freaking great. Against something like an Etten, I'd love to have some GDR. Against a Lich, my GDR really doesn't do anything for me. I'd say that the only... XL is exactly equivalent to the dungeon level equivalent for the shop level for Gozag shops, regardless of where you put it. So did you just verify that it doesn't affect where you're standing, or where you're standing doesn't affect the shop? Is that what you're saying? GDR is guaranteed damage reduction. It's based on the kind of armor you're wearing. There's a certain percentage of damage reduction based on your AC as well that will happen. So like, I am guaranteed that my AC will block some percentage of damage. Like, hold on, GDR, I think it's number 2. No, it's 3. Okay, I lied, it's 4. Alright, so like robe, there's no GDR, leather 14%, and then it goes all the way up to like plate, which is where it starts getting really good, 39%. Crystal plate has the highest at 48%. But yeah, what I was going to say was there is one objective point with regards to like ranking various defenses that I will say is pretty much always the most important, and that's hit points, actually. Because at the end of the day, I know for a fact that no matter what happens, if something doesn't do 175 damage to this mummy is not dying. Also, goddamn, that's a lot of hit points. Yeah, Gargoyle has extra GDR. But then there are some situations where I'd rather have more magic resistance than you know, I'd rather have more magic resistance than hit points, you know? If I'm risking getting paralyzed. Oh yeah, Tony says for some reason LearnDB in the wiki is like, please disconsider this. This is like a great I always bring this up. This is a great example of like the absolute assholes who are who are in charge of DCSS. Look at this. If you're making equipment decisions based on this, please reconsider. They don't know what they're talking about. Sometimes it is important, you know, but it's just this immediate dismissal, you know, this, well, we know better than you, don't don't even think about it, you know. And this is honestly, I think it makes people worse at the game when they go into, like, for example, the roguelikes Discord and they get advice from these people, and it's always this very proscribed, like, this is how you do it, don't question me, you know, if you do question me, we're going to make fun of you, you know. It's really kind of a nasty community over there. um, but hey, that's fine. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Hold on. Excuse me. Hold on a minute. This is kind of dangerous, actually. I'm sitting here using resources to avoid maybe getting LCS'd. I mostly agree with them, Perpetual Blur says, because 90% of the time you should just get more AC and more GDR. They're rarely independent variables. I guess I would agree with that, but not always. I mean, there are scenarios, like if I find Ring of Robustness and I'm in like a robe of vines or something, I might trick myself into thinking that I'm a tank. But I'm absolutely not, and I probably don't want to be tabbing into Edens. Draconian, yeah, Draconian is also probably, that's probably, honestly, thank you for saying that, because it didn't occur to me, but you're right, that is the best example. Draconians give the appearance of being tanky as hell right off the bat, but the reality is that they're not. And honestly, I will say this, I don't understand why Draconians don't get GDR. Secretly, they're just not a very good melee race until you go into stat form, or to a lesser extent, dragon form. This is a lot of sentinels. Wow, it was a Raksasha, I see. But I mean, I've definitely played mage characters where, you know, they have similar AC and statue form versus, you know, if I wanted in my robe, if you stack enough, if you have enough like high AC ox slots, for example, and maybe if you have like AC rings, but some of those ox slots will go away in stat form. You can actually pump that quite a bit if you get some artifacts that are higher than what they should be, you know, above 2. You know, like gloves, boots, that kind of thing, stuff that merges when you're a statue. So I mean, no, I could definitely see a newer player reading that GDR entry and getting the wrong idea that it just never matters. DR is proof that GDR is good. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Or the lack of it's bad. Yeah, even a little bit is meaningful. I mean, it definitely helps you tab more than anything. But I don't know, man. I like it. I like GDR. I like having it. It's weird what gloves. It's weird that gloves and boots are melded, but hat isn't. Well, the hat's sitting on top of your head. I don't know. It's a balance thing, I guess.
My internet is being mean to me. Boop boop FAFA MuMo station pulling into rest area. Welcome to the end of the mid-game, baby.
Hey, thanks for the bits, man. Alrighty, I guess we're gonna do some Vaults 5. I don't really want to bribe, to be honest. Which I realize is... Uh-oh, there's a warden. We're really not very good at tanking yet. I mean, we're good, but we're not the king pimp that I want to be. So you notice I can't just tab these guys that easily. I can, but it's just like there's a slight speed bump. So I think we're probably going to hit up Crypt real quick. We're going to need to do it anyway, on account of the fact that, well, we're doing 15 runes, right? Oh shit. That's not good. Let me clouds this guy, I guess. and these fellas. We just can't kill things quickly, man. Okay, the thing I was afraid of is dead. I didn't really want to get haste iron shotted for 150 damage, you know. Should have saved it for when you swapped to Zen. Yeah, I forgot. My bad. I should have done that. Zen is a big fan of mummies in this game. Oh no, it's Jory. Jory High Roller. Don't high roll me, bro. Jory's high rolling. Okay. Okay, Jory. I wish I hadn't teleported, but that's okay.
He's gonna high roll you, get out of there.
I mean, he started high rolling me. Jory High Roller, no joke. This is painful, is what this is. Getting owned by simple skeleton warriors at this stage in the game doesn't feel good. Of course, we're a little bit hurt. Can I paralyze you? 28%. There we go. So we're not going to attack him because injury mirror is up. What? Oh, that's sick, dude. The freezing vapors actually reflects damage back at me. That's lame as hell. I just want hit points, man. Okay, paralyzed doesn't want to work at 28%. There we go. We had to use quite a few charges there. Going to the cloud and turning on mirror 300 IQ, pretty much. It's galaxy brain plays there. How can we make this character have a better time? First of all, we'd really like to kill Jory.
Consumable attrition is not essential unless you mean essential to the experience of Prowl. And therefore should DNT be changed.
Yeah. Should I get Vamp Drain online? I know you're probably joking, but maybe. Jory just doesn't want to take damage, man. I don't want to get Jory high rolled today. Wisps of Shadow. Swirl around the white. Wow. Okay, how is his electric resistance non-existent? Casting Missile. It's cool, we got him. I feel like we're having more trouble in here than we ought to be having. Hey, Banana Ken, thanks for the follow. Got 2 more enchant armors. Take the plate up to 5. Convinced we're a caster. I shouldn't have focused so hard on Deep Elf High Elf VODs. No, we're definitely in Crystal Plate, man, with 43 AC. Honestly, I think I'm going to wear my Ring of Evasion. We're getting more out of it, even if it is a smaller number, in my opinion. So, take these guys into a quasi-kill hole. Slightly better place to engage, at least. And we're still training armor and dodging, so... our defenses are going up. Yeah, Revenants I need to be careful of, and actually here's some right now. let's check exactly how much damage that does. Okay, that's less than I thought. It's still quite a lot. That's 81 damage, but I thought it was like 100. Pretty close. Yeah, they sure do have Dispel Undead. Very easy thing to not notice when you don't play a lot of undead guys. There it is. Okay, we'll go down, we'll rest, we'll go up. Just doing this sort of piecemeal. Ouch. What's the range on that? 4? Good, I can always blink away. Alright, there it is. We're in the kill zone. See? It's so easy, man. So we blink, so that can't kill us. Just cast a live form. Sure.
We had a good run.
Yeah, it's over. We died. No, I mean, I handled the situation correctly. It's just kind of lame is all. Running away from this mage. I went the wrong way. Crap. There we go. There is always Potion Petition, but you really don't want to rely on that to save your ass, you know? Because the problem is that it could heal you, and it could haste you, and it could might you, it could agility you, it could do all this cool stuff, or it could offer you, like, just a bunch of garbage. And the real problem you're going to come into is when you start thinking, well, of course one of these is going to have a heal wounds potion. It's not, and that's one of the ways that Gozag kind of tricks you, because he's super strong, but he is not reliable. You cannot assume that you're going to get healing out of his abilities. Can't get Zerk. That's true. Gozag is a trickster god, he says. Like all gods in Crawl, he's a bit of a trickster god. Oh, man, here we are. I'm going to burn some of these. Lightning rods. It's guaranteed damage is the thing. Lightning rod's inert now. Don't want to fight the Revenant and the Ancient Champion all at the same time, do we? You telly. You convulse. Damn it. Revenant didn't die. LR never misses? What's LR? LRD? I don't think LRD can miss. Damn, dude. Okay, we're getting into the danger zone. Let's... Technically, we could die here. It's very unlikely, but... If his allies hit us for max and then he Dispel Undeaded us for max as well, we would have a serious issue. But that did not happen. Lightning Rod. Yeah, Lightning Rod pretty much, I don't think it can miss. The first shot really doesn't do much damage, but the second shot is quite good. Lower resist. Oh man. Curse Necromancers were the bomb. You could do such fun things with those. Borderline requirement for the cow level, man. You need that Necromancer buddy to curse everything. Corpse Explosion was the most fun skill by far. I remember trying to build a poison dagger Necromancer once, and I was just astounded at how horrible it was for anything other than... Actually, I'm trying to remember if they were good at PvP or if they were bad at it. I think they were good. Like you could drop people's hit points to 1 almost instantly. But maybe I just didn't build it right, because I don't remember it being very good against PvE. Poison was universally good at stopping regen. Stopping regen's nice, but can you damage things? Not as main source damage. Yeah, I was trying to do something clever. I think I also was like obsessed with trying to make Poison Nova into something good, and just couldn't do it. I think I eventually settled on playing a Lagomancer, you know, aka the revive guy. You can, it's just expensive, I see. I don't think I was ever hardcore enough to build truly powerful Diablo 2 characters. It's a fun game though, man. So anyway, I got Cataclysm to work on stream. Like, I didn't actually stream it yet. I mean, I tried to once and it glitched out like crazy. But I figured out that it was crashing only when OBS was open, right? And OBS is the program I use to stream. So basically, if I change the render mode, it doesn't crash anymore, even with OBS open. Maybe it's like a false positive or a false negative, I guess. And I you know, maybe if I go try to stream it at some point, it'll just immediately start crashing. But I'm pretty confident. I think it'll work fine. So that'll be cool. DCSS terms: if you want to loop Ziggurats 20 plus times, you might get the gear. Yeah, I know all about farming. You know, farming. Mephisto runs and stuff. I'm just gonna leave. I know I'm slow, but that one that didn't last long too. Gozag distract his bay. How about those Pindleskin runs? People used bots for those. Ever thought about streaming the Might and Magic series? Absolutely. Although I think I'd be more likely to stream Heroes of Might and Magic. I don't know if I could beat that New World guy though. His content's really good. He's way too good at that game. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. But yeah, I mean, that could be fun. I'd stream just about anything, to be honest. I mean, if it pulls in the viewers, people want to see it. I'm open to trying literally any game. Dungeon Hack? Is that like a really old NES game? What am I thinking of? I feel like I know this game, but Rose Crypto Hearthstone? I thought about streaming Hearthstone. Now that would pull in like thousands of viewers. Hey, check it out, guys. We can use Goblin Slayer, the electric scimitar. All dungeon runs all the time. Teleporting, we don't want to get paralyzed here, which is a thing that could happen. DOS game, okay. I feel like I played Dungeon Hack when I was a kid. The name sounds super familiar, is the thing. Shit, here it is again. Here's that MR/2. Paralysis. Possibility. Oh man, finally.
The best part of mummies can't get percolated.
That's the worst part of mummies. I want to be turned into a pig. So I can match my real life persona where I'm stuffing casserole in my mouth before the streams. There should be undead pigs. Have you ever played Dominions 5? No, but Blokes was trying to get me into that. It seemed like a game that required an absolutely massive amount of time investment. Also, the community is run by people who are like Caves of Cud tier insane. So I don't I don't think I'm gonna get along with those people. Yeah, that would have been a really good plate. I didn't talk about that, but yeah, +6 plate, MR plus, Slay +3. That's end game. You could finish the game with that easily. That's quite nice. We have Crystal Plate though, and I'm addicted to high AC, so I think we're gonna, this is one of the few games where Crystal Plate's actually viable. So I think we're gonna stick with it. Okay. All right, time to go ahead and do Tomb early. What do you guys think? I actually could, if I wanted to. You guys want to see a super early Tomb? This is one of the few characters that can do it. I guess it's really not that early. Mr. Alstrom is terrified. Is Tomb 1 further down than Slime 5? Well, I thought we determined if Perpetual Blur / Wise Wolf is to be believed, I think we've determined that the place where you put the shop doesn't matter. Yeah, Bribe is really strong in here. Strength. This is the only enemy that we're particularly scared of in here. He's got Dispel Undead. Light Wiz mode testing. Yeah, see, I'm not really inclined to test that or to trust that too much because, well, I mean, there's no way you're going to get a big enough sample size for it to be really meaningful, but it is good to know that at least anecdotally it seems like it doesn't matter. All right, Ushapti. Dispel Undead actually only does 3d14 on them. That's not as bad as I thought. I don't know why I thought it was the full 100 damage. So I guess we really only need to be afraid of, like, death curses slowing me down and ruining my life. How do you guys like this Tomb 1 kill hole, by the way? Yeah, no, I also thought it was like 100 damage. 3d14 is still pretty respectable. I mean, considering how many of these there are, that's 14, 28, 30, 42 damage possible, so I mean, hell, he could two-shot me right now. Yeah, you think, you just assume they're stone, but they are not. I think I had the same exact experience, man. Oh man, we can crush Tomb on this character. Uh-oh. Every time I say something like, "Wow, this character's so strong," I start getting owned. Have you guys noticed that trend? Like, some horrible thing happens as soon as I say, like, "Man, this character is wrecking the game." Was there a sack? Let's see if we can melee this. Yeah, good. Fresh my memory, do priests have... No, they don't. Okay. Quicksilver Dragon Breath is 3d20, but it checks AC and EV. Yeah, I guess, but that's... It doesn't check GDR, so there's no guarantees. Frankly, I don't even care about the checks, you know. I care about what's guaranteed. That's one of the reasons I'm able to win this game so much, is that I completely put it out of my mind, like, oh, well, this spell, you know, checks AC, therefore it's more likely... Nah, screw that. Like, I want to know what is guaranteed to happen when this thing attacks me. And with regards to a Quicksilver Dragon, what's guaranteed to happen is nothing. Like, the worst case scenario can happen every time, which is that I take 60 damage and all my stuff gets dispelled. And so I have to assume that's the thing that's going to happen. And if you do that, you'll become a much better player, I think. If you just always assume the worst case scenario and then have a plan for that. It wouldn't have been terrible. Oh, you wanted me to use a sack. Yeah. Absolutely, you can use minions to block smite targeting. And I agree. I could have sacked there. I was never at any point where I could be one-shotted, so I don't really want to use my sacks unless I'm in a situation where it's like life or death, usually, or it's the orb run. Okay, let's clouds here. Of course it gives me that cloud. Yeah, no, Dispel Undead is not smite targeting, and you'll know this if you ever if you just cast it for yourself, you know. It works the same way. Or marked. You fat finger your IRL words. Did I do that? What did I say? I do that all the time, by the way. Like, I say the wrong word. Eventually I'm gonna like mumble so much that Twitch thinks I said a racial slur and ban my account, because apparently they're fond of doing that to people, especially if they have an accent. Said that you can block smite targeting? No, okay, no, I didn't mean that. You can block them with minions because they aren't, because Dispel Undead is not smite targeted. That was a reference to the guy who said the word idiot, by the way, and got his Twitch account banned for, like, I think it was something like a month. And he had an accent, and so they decided that he said something else. Careful about that, Tomb 1 Telly. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't have been teleporting in Tomb 1, should I have? A little bit reckless. Wouldn't have been the end of the world, though. I mean, we can always... We got 7,400 gold, so I feel pretty good about slamming down potion petitions if things go particularly badly. This is not like a regular character where I get teleported into the little hallway and I'm near some greater mummies, and then they take me down to 1 hit point super fast with Torment. I can't be tormented, so... Yeah, that's the comedy of it, I guess. Like, the dark humor of it, Tony, is that ultimately they were being a little bit xenophobic, maybe, by discriminating against the guy for his accent. You might say that you might say it was a little bit racist, but I wouldn't say anything like that. I just might snidely suggest it. Okay, let's first of all let us magic map. Let's not go there. Maybe I should have. Maybe this is the crappier layout. I'm not happy about this layout. Yeah, I know we're marked 2, but that's fine. The Bennu is going to do some serious damage to us. Getting slowed here is no good. We may end up having to blink out of here. Bribe Arena. See, it's too late to bribe. We already saw this stuff. I better holy word, bro. TP. Teleport's okay. Potion Petition's also okay, although I should have done it before I came in. My instinct is to, like, Cloud Wand here, duke it out for as long as I can, and then just blink to the staircase and... Well, let's Cloud and see what we get. Mummies are off screen, yeah. It's pretty good. We didn't get slowed. Okay. We really don't want to start taking hits from this Binu, because he hits with holy damage. And it's a brutal, disgusting... It's the only thing in here that I'm well and truly afraid of. So we're going to use a sack. Good. Okay, I lied. I am also afraid of this Lich, because he can potentially LCS my ass for like 100 damage. So, or Force Lance. We're not slowed yet. That part's awesome. And we have a nice little orb spider between us and the Binu, so that's cool. Mummy Formicid. You should be able to mummify any species. This is why you play the MuMo challenge, and it's 0.15 actually, I think. But, yeah. No Binu. This is looking okay, actually. As long as I don't get slowed, I feel pretty confident here. Come on, Acid. Come on, Acid. Ah! It memes me every time. Every single time. But yeah, bribing to get these greater mummies on my side wouldn't have been a good use of money, I don't think. I shouldn't be so wasteful with my clouds, by the way. It just occurred to me that I have extended to do, so... Okay, we're on the exit. We're mostly safe to dick around here. I see that Boris is here casually. This is extended, right? Okay, alright, that's a fair point. It is. Okay, we got fire, that's good. Somehow we're still not slowed. Oh, hi, Boris. Alright. What's funny is I would burn a Holy Word here if I was any other character. We don't even have Holy Word in the inventory. I didn't bother to buy it. I probably should have. I'd like to ammo here. We don't have that. Wow, I have 5 Scrolls of Torment. We have Holy Word in a shop. I didn't purchase it because I'm bad. Okay, let's Lightning Rod. We're going to take out this Binu. Soon I am going to Potion Petition. I want to take out everything that can slow me first. And then I'm going to get more mileage out of any healing that I do get. You see? Binu dies once. Pretty high price. Yeah, no, it torments you, effectively. It takes half your hit points. It is a pretty high price, but there are reasons to use it anyway. In this particular situation, it would kill all the Death Scarabs, or almost kill them. I mean, personally, I think it'd be pretty damn good in this situation. Can you torment a Binu? No, I don't think so, because they are immune to negative energy. That's a clever idea, though. Okay, the Binu is what we're trying to kill now. Ice Blast. And now we're sort of out of things that can hit him at range. Unless I want to Clouds on top of him. Which is a real option. Should have done that a while ago, actually. Let's do that. We get Poison, which is a joke. Lamp is very unreliable in this situation. Like down here I'm more okay with it because the stuff is right next to me. And even then it didn't quite land where I wanted it to. Alright, we're slow now. Potion Petition. Here we go. There's no haste. There's no heal wounds. There's nothing. There's might, agility, and brilliance. That's pretty good. Systems of visibility. We're gonna go with might, agility, and brilliance. I think. I don't remember if scarabs see invisible, but I think they do. They do not. Okay. Oh, this is such crap. The thing is, like, we really don't want to go up right now because we want that Binu to die. 27 throwing penetration javelins. That Zod trap is too scary though. We gotta go up. Alright, that's alright. We left an awful lot of crap there, which I'm not too happy about that. Maybe time to do Vaults 5. Or maybe just time to go into depths. I don't think we need to finish Tomb right now. Getting the Greater Mummy is okay. Yeah, we could petition and go down, but my instinct is actually probably more to teleport and then go down. Pope Pet. Yeah. I like Pope Pet. You know, like Pope Pet? Also, did I just lose internet? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think we can just hit up depths real fast. To be honest. The character just feels slightly awkward. Did the stream break or is it just me? Okay, the stream did break. Can you guys hear me now? Did you control Q? I did not control Q. Okay, try refreshing the page, you guys. Because I'm in depths now. Sorry about that. I noticed something was lagging. I don't know if that was Twitch or if it was on my end or what. Like, the game itself wasn't really lagging. So I don't know.
Refresh if you don't see depths.
There you go. Thank you, Tony. Tony, there's a reason you're #1 on the scoreboard. It's very good. Very helpful, thank you. Okay, let's buy a box of beasts, sack of spiders. Good use of money there. Oh, hell yeah, scatter shots. Awesome. Take some more ice blast. Wow, that's a cool name. I've never seen that name before. It's the Ring of the Sneaky Songs. I actually really like that name. Okay, we could get Sinv on an amulet. That'd be okay. Get some strength and dex too. It's not terrible. We lose Guardian Spirit. Plus 4 SH is an option too, although right now we're using Guardian Spirit, which is really good. It's like an effective another 34 hit points, but I think, believe it or not, we're gonna buy this thing so I can have Senv. That means I can drop my C invisible ring, and that means I can wear my +6 AC ring. Yeah. How about that? So now we have 45 AC, 20 EV. Let's just see, how far are we from the vaunted diesel? 46 AC, 31 EV. So we're kind of low on the EV side. Oh wow, we're training nothing but armor right now. Is that what I want to be doing? Maybe. You get an awful lot out of armor training when you're a crystal plate guy. We'll train armor until our AC goes up to 46. Okay, let's Dig this guy out. Yeah, we'll probably hit up a Zig soon. Do 5-10 floors. I want more enchant armor. We can pump our AC to absolutely ludicrous levels. Okay, AC is 46. You were wearing Senv over +6 protection. Well, I tried to explain this earlier. Headspace is the word I was looking for the other day. That's the phrase that Wesley used, my friend Wesley, and I was trying to remember it because it was a very good way to describe what I do in this game. And 100%, it is all about, for me, it's about reducing the number of decisions I have to make. You know, yeah, of course, wearing the +6 AC, that'd be better, objectively. No question, that's better, that's more optimal. But DCSS is a game that badly punishes you when you make any mistakes at all. 9 times out of 10, you make a mistake, you're either going to die or you're going to have to use resources to avoid dying. Speaking of mistakes, how about we kill these earth guys? Stop messing up my kill hole, man. But so anyway, there's a lot of bad things that can happen when you don't have Senv on all the time. You can get, if you're tabbing really fast, like I am, and you just happen to run into like an Ancient Lich or something, he goes invisible. You can take an awful lot of damage. I mean, if I look at Ancient Lich, what's the invis one? Force Lance, that can hit on par with LCS. There's another invis one. Iron Shot, that hits for big damage. You just straight up die because you didn't see the Lich. We want to win a Zig on this? It would be hard to win a Ziggurat on this character because of the fact that it would be like a melee Zig. But we could do it. Yeah, I mean, we could absolutely do it. You guys want me to do a Ziggurat on this? I guess I could. Probably after extended. Yeah, after completing 15 runs. Sure. Yeah. in before I splat. Wouldn't that be painful? Hold on, I want to dig. Splatting in a Zig after getting 15 runes is still okay. Well, it'd be a hell of a way to end the streak, I'll say that much. But I'd rather win. So we won't do that. We will do the Zig, we will win in the Zig. Wow, I am typing. This is why I keep this window closed usually. For some reason it just takes control sometimes. Force more on monsters coming into sight, so Ancient Liches can't surprise me while tabbing. See, for the longest time I had like a force more on Liches specifically, and a screen flash on them. But something that I've found in this game is that if I put too many force mores up, I start playing on autopilot so I can play faster, right? And then I start just slamming the enter key, you know? That's no good. I'm trying to use Disintegrate here because it's more likely to work. There we go. But I mean, what I'm saying is that it's like, you get desensitized to it, or at least I do. I can't speak for you, but it lags for some reason. Are you sure that's not on your end? Mangled by a golden dragon, no! I refuse. Did we find hell yet, I wonder? Yes, we did. I should go in there. Zig Orb Run? I mean, we could, although without spells, that's going to be that's going to be an interesting time. Anything can be done with enough Gozag gold, though. To hell and back. Yep. Let's lamp these guys. Spriggans are so susceptible to the lamp. Their main defense is their EV, so if you can just do damage to them every turn with clouds, it's great. Not sure why the game is giving me death yaks on a depths floor. Seems kind of easy. Oh, I'm real tempted to MO here, but I'm gonna tamp down that urge and not do it as much as I'd like to. Let's back off a bit. Okay. I wanted to fight the ogre mages in such a way that they couldn't, like, double LCS me, you know? There's two more. This is Vault, man. Can you bribe ziggurats? Nope. Not as far as I know. I don't think so. Now that would be strong. Alright, Mr. Ostrom, well, thank you for coming by the stream, man. Always appreciated. Hey, what's up, Ninja Joe? Thank you for the sub. 3-month streak on Ninja Joe. Thank you so much. Everything is pretty good. We are playing our 50th game.
As well.
Playing our 50th game here. We're gonna have Great Player and Greater Player once we finish this and inside the streak. You can't go Biog and Red Sonja. Hill Orc run literally impossible. Can Orc Priest show up in Red Sonja? I don't remember. Because that would make it doable, right? I don't remember seeing any priests in there, but it's been a while since I recorded that. But you can treat an Orc Priest as an altar. This is Enchantress's pack. Another very good use of lamp. Down she goes. +3 Fairy Dragon Scales, Slay +3, Arcor, R-Elect. Not bad, but not what we want. I hope we find Gong soon. That'd be cool. Or maybe even OCPA. Or really just a gigantic stack of Remove Curse, or sorry, Enchant Armor. Why'd I say Remove Curse? I'm disintegrating these because it's just more likely to work. And we don't really need to carry around Disintegrate. I love Lamp, Juicy Pierce says. Lamp is pretty good. Tab, tab, tab. Did we actually finish Crypt? Yeah, we did. Of course we did, we were in Tomb. Hey, Bumbling Rogue. Thank you for the follow. Getting a lot of follows tonight, very cool. Ouch. Edens can hit for big damage, but you know what? My GDR is really good. I didn't mean to keep training armor. I thought I turned that off, but that's fine. You know, Perpetual Blur, I tend to agree. Fairy Dragon Scales, very, very rarely will you wear it, although I think that just makes it more memorable when it is good, and you get to have this very unique game, you know? Like, the characters who want to make use of that, even if it is good, are pretty few and far between. Kind of reminds me of the game, I forget which one it was, but I was using Moon Troll armor on one of these characters, and I had a Vampire's Tooth as my weapon, and it was just a really, really really memorable game. Okay, there's a shield of, apparently there's a shield of resistance that spawned at some point, but that's okay. We'll keep our Scarf of Resistance. It's just interesting, because like if I had unlimited enchant armor, we'd probably swap for more base AC, so I would be getting more, you know, like a cloak instead of a scarf, and then the shield of resistance instead of the shield of protection, because then my base AC would be higher, and I'd be getting more AC out of my skill. But we don't have unlimited enchant armor scrolls. Hey, Desert786, thank you for the follow, man. Cool stuff. Okay. Just kind of tabbing our way through depths here. We still haven't done Vaults 5. We're gonna. I very rarely go into depths before doing both Vaults and Slime, but today we changed up our order just a little bit. I'm okay with meleeing a Caustic Strike on this character. Got some sick unrans this game, it's true. Hat of the Alchemist, Autumn Katana. I'm waiting for that gong, and then we can really declare ourselves a King Pimp. I'm going to MO here, this is too annoying. We're going to burn an acid. Believe it or not, Caustic Strikes are not immune to acid. That's Zatahua. What is happening here? There's so much. I guess I should make sure that Zatahua can't just... I only have RF+, and I think she hits as hard as a... Yeah, 120 damage, damn. That's like as hard as an Orb of Fire. Of course, not fast like an Orb of Fire, though. That's only 60. So we're going to Ice Blast. We're going to Acid. Take a step away. Ice Blast. This is a little dangerous. I'm honestly surprised that there's so much crap here. Like, this was an enormous number of things. That's why I'm teleporting. Just in case. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We teleported behind it. R.I.P. Zatahua. Long live Zatahua. I hear that Zatahua might be coming back soon. A guy contacted me named... Well, maybe it's under wraps. I'm not sure if I should talk about it. I seem to recall him saying something about it being in the early stages, but basically I think CXC might be coming back online soon. Top secret plans. I was marked. Oh, is that what happened? And I just didn't even notice. That certainly explains a lot. Very odd that I didn't notice the Ohio mark. It happens sometimes, though. We're backing off to get a better engage, although it's not really happening for me because there's a Earth Elementalist here. I think the thing that's really going to make me the saddest about playing this mummy in Extended is the fact that I won't have regen available to me. This probably sounds crazy, and this may even be a little bit of an exaggeration, but I think I would take the regen spell over total torment immunity any day of the week. Oh, he's been open on crawl dev? Oh, okay. Well, when he first messaged me, I was really concerned because he was like, hey bro, could you log in on my server? Because I want to see if this stuff is working. And I'm just like, who the hell are you? And I don't want to get fished, man. But I guess it's legit. But you know how it is. I mean, somebody wants you to log in on an account on some random website you've never been on before. Like, that's like the number one way to get fished. But that was my instinct. But no, he's legit as far as I know. I mean, I've had people make posts about like how they would like to grief my streak if they get a chance, so it's like an actual thing I would need to be concerned about. Yep, I'm going 15 runes as a victory lap for our 50 win streak. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. But you know how it is on the internet, like everybody's a goblin until they're not. You know? Okay, man, this is funny. Like, we can melee because our defenses are so good, but like it takes some doing. Like it takes a minute. What's clouds here? Good, we got ice. Wait, are these guys... Yeah, they're resistant to cold. Damn, should have just lamped. Okay, we're surrounded. I gotta do my trick. And the trick is just to get into a kill hole. Come log into my server. I'll send you the IP, no debate. That was my fear. That was exactly what I thought was going on. It's like secretly, I don't know, like Minmay or somebody chomping at the bit to ruin my streak. All right. Not that I'm saying that's what happened, but that was my instinct. Is what was happening. Yeah, typically if someone asks you to come log into a website with your existing account somewhere, you should probably tell that person, no thanks. Unless you trust them, of course. There's a glowing demon blade here, not that we would use it. So we can't drink a potion of flying. Honestly, like the mummy's... the mummy's ways to get across lava and whatnot are pretty limited. You can blink a lot, you can... I mean, we're just not going to do this, is the thing. But, yeah, blink, pog, C-blink, a few other things. Plus fly is the big one, yeah, but we don't have any of those boots. Ring of Flight. Ah, yeah. Oh, wait, we have that. I don't know why I thought that didn't spawn. Well, you know what's funny is my inventory management is perfectly fine this game because I'm a mummy. I don't have to carry potions, so we're just going to carry this ring around. I think we were on Depths 5. I seem to recall seeing... Yep. Zot. Where is the actual tile? Is that it? Yeah, it is. Hard to see where my exclusion is when it's on lava. Switch to WHAC and wall jump. I don't think the wall jump is big enough. Okay, evoke flight. Let's get out of here. So we haven't finished Tomb, unsurprisingly. We haven't finished Zot, a little more surprisingly. And we haven't, first of all, we haven't gotten our boy here. You know what we want. I want that horn. This is going to create a lot of power for this character. Got it? Damn, that was like a world record speed vestibule, man. Just in and out in under 10 seconds, I think. Damn. That was good. Alright, in that case, I guess let's just bite the bullet, man. Let's hit up Vaults 5. We'll see if I'm going to regret being super stingy about not,
I looked away. You'll have to remember to watch the VOD for that.
Yeah. It was quick, man. I have kind of a science to it now. I mean, if it's definitely a little bit luck-based, because you have to get the layout where there's walls right next to you. And if you're lucky enough to get one of those layouts, you just dig again, you got a kill hole, and then he just comes in there and you can beat his ass, and it's very quick if you've got a powerful melee character. But it's kind of a narrow circumstance. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let's make a horn right now, actually. Got our Hellbeasts helping us out. We're in the exact spot we want to be in, which is the corner. What do you think of B-Crawl? Adding old dig charges but giving more monsters dig. I love it. That is 100% very much like the direction I'd like to take my fork in. My whole idea about Crawl, it's a very simple guiding philosophy when it comes to combats in Crawl, is that I think that the game is more well served by creating situations that the player has to actually use his brain to get out of. And there has to be a lot of interactivity. The number one word, it's a magic phrase, one that Gamafunk will sort of viciously mock you if you say it. It's the word interactivity. It's the number one thing that gives a player a sense of satisfaction. At least this is my opinion, and it's the way I am as a player of games. Interactivity is the number one thing that makes them feel like they're accomplishing something. It's that back and forth. The game does this to you, you react, your reaction makes the situation better, and then something else happens and you have to counter that now. It's very interesting if done right. And so that's like a really great example of interactivity. Like I dig to get out of one bad situation, different monsters showed up that dug me out of my hole, now I have to react to that situation. Yeah, those teleports were not great. This is probably the worst place in the game for me to be going on a tear verbally while trying to play. But screw it, we're doing it anyway. Okay, let's enslave this fella. Is he my ally? No, he's not. Now he is. Bribe. I refuse. I refuse to bribe. I'm far too greedy, which is what that word means. A greedy, a stingy person. For those of you who do not know. What's next after the streak? Some Cataclysm Dark Days ahead, perhaps? I don't know. Maybe some B-Crawl. We could play some B-Crawl. I think that was it Alf who wanted me to play a Chaos Knight? Or maybe that was a Nani Badger. I'd have to check. Memory's not so good for requests, believe it or not. But I mean, we could do some fun challenges. Something that I don't have to care about my win rate too much. We could do some speed runs. I might go for the world record there. Either turn count or real time. Although I'd be better, I think, at real time than turn count. My real time personal best is really respectable. It's not anywhere close to the world record, but it's respectable. It's 35 minutes, I think. I think the world record is like 21 minutes or something insane right now. That's we could do that in terms of DCSS, but I kind of wanted to stream a few different games, do a little bit of variety. I would have streamed CDDA by now, but like I tried it one night and it just crapped out on me. Basically, I couldn't get it to stream on my Mac. But that problem is, fingers crossed, I think it's fixed now. So we can at least stream that. I'd like to stream some Rogue, you know, the actual game that all these roguelikes are kind of sort of modeled on. Turn count speedrun sounds silly. The world record 15 ring game is like 15. Yeah, well, about that, it used to be a lot more interesting competition before the .21 release showed up with freaking Vile Clutch in it. Not just Vile Clutch, but an even more broken version of Vile Clutch, which not only did it do more damage, it was just in the Necromancer spellbook. So now, from now until forever, the way that people turn count speedrun will be to play .21 and play a null Necromancer. Sub 30 real time without a crazy amount of grinding. Yeah, I think so too. 6 months of grinding for about 2 hours a day. God damn. Yeah, Man here. Man here is the current. Oh wait, did Power Mode beat you? I don't remember. Who's the current real time speedrun record? I know you're either number 1 or number 2. I feel like Power Mode recently. PO took it back. Okay. But I mean, still, Man has a much faster speed than me. That's for sure. Here's a little under 23 minutes. That is outrageous, and I feel like it's worth mentioning that is without the help of any like cheater macros, which I think in terms of speedrun.com or whatever, that's considered disqualifying if you use tab macros that make you act way faster. I mean, in terms of advantages though, I have to wonder, like, actually, I'd like to get your opinion on this. Do you think that offline should count, Man? Because otherwise you're forced to deal with lag, you know. And I feel like the game becomes significantly faster if you play offline. Destroyed your old tab macro record several times. Yeah, impressive. It's cool when your skill gets to the point where it's like you're doing better without the crutch than you were with it. That's, I imagine, a pretty good feeling. Speaking of a good feeling, we're just killing stuff in this sort of quasi kill hole. I'm okay with this. Oops, I messed it up. Okay, I'd like to have full hit points for this Lich if possible. Will probably be okay though. An offline category. Well, see, that's the thing. Is like seeded play is totally different, you know. And I do think that there's room for that as a category, but I'm just curious what people think is like the most legitimate, I suppose. Because it's like, to me, offline play is the pinnacle because, well, there's really no way to cheat. You know, it's like, unless you hacked the damn server somehow, you know, there's no way to cheat that record. It's all recorded online for you, which is a big convenience, but the lag situation really kind of ruins things a little bit, and that's the downside. So I think we're pretty much done with Vaults 5. I mean, we've cleared the lion's share of it. At this point, it's just mopping up. With offline, you could mess with the source code. Exactly, exactly. And there's just no there's no getting around that really. But people do that. I mean, people really are the worst when it comes to speedrunning and everything else. I guess is like the thing is that in these speedrunning communities, if it becomes big enough for people to care, people will cheat. The ways that people have found to cheat speedrunning games would be, I mean, it's legitimately impressive even if it is like unethical. Some of the methods are just outrageous. People will, I don't know, there's this one guy who apparently played Yoshi's Island and he would record segments of him doing stuff, maybe even like a task, like a tool assisted type thing happening. And then he would play those recordings and pretend that he was playing live with like a camera on his hands. And just people just didn't notice for years, until people put two and two together, I guess. Found a lot of manuals, man. I mean, if I had intelligence, this would be a pretty sick Ziggurat character, because like air magic, ice magic, conjurations, I mean, goddamn, those are solid. Yeah, man, I agree that, I think I pretty much agree that offline just comes with there's too many ways to cheese it. Not even just editing the source code, but setting up a seed, you know. Yeah, it's too easy. I mean, the thing is, I don't think that you can well and truly stop cheating in these competitions. I don't think it's possible to totally stop it, but you can at least make it not easy, because otherwise, you know, what's the point? At the end of the day, like if it's done in a sophisticated manner, you know, people can splice together videos and never get caught. Although that's the thing about DCSS, when you play online, there's literally no way to cheat it, you know. So surprisingly, DCSS for being a small, relatively unknown game is probably one of the most robust games to speedrun in terms of like avoiding avoiding the appearance of, or the possibility of, impropriety. No large shield, Dinky says. Well, there's just basic ones, and I'm kind of using all my enchant armors on this crystal plate. Even if you stop people from cheating electronically, they'll cheat by taking meth? Would meth make you able to speedrun DCSS better? That's questionable. I think your teeth would just fall out first, man. I don't think meth is very... I mean, I guess it probably gives you energy, but what cost, man? At what cost? The cost is your teeth. You're paying in teeth when you do meth. I don't think you should do that. Could make a non-RC bot. Yeah, that's true. You could absolutely build a bot that plays DCSS that's not in the RC. So yeah, I suppose you could cheat that way. Auto hotkey, yeah, right, something like that. Selenium was my instinct. In fact, my bot, I built a bot actually that plays DCSS. Twitch plays DCSS, and you could play you could play DCSS through Twitch commands, right? Some of you may have actually played that a little bit before I took it offline, and that was a Selenium bot, you know. And Selenium is like a library that lets you control browsers with code, and it hooked into some other stuff. But the point is that, you know, it didn't have any kind of RC magic at all. Did it ever finish a game? I didn't leave it online long enough. It got to like D5 on a null, but there just wasn't enough interest. I left it on for like 24 hours a day for like a couple days, and surprisingly nobody suicided it. But there just wasn't a lot of people looking at it. And it was driving my average viewership down a lot because nobody gave a shit. So I just didn't want to. I didn't want to keep running that. There just wasn't very much interest. It also was kind of slow, which is unavoidable with the delay. Anyway, we just did Vaults 5. We have four runes. 4 runes now. 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 What time is it? 11 p.m. Maybe I can do a little bit more. I guess I could do Tomb. I mean, hell, if this was one of my normal games, I would just go win at this point, and it'd be, I mean, hell, we would just stomp on Zot right now, I think. I need 2 more gold, so I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sounds good. Sadly, there's no 2 stacks here.
Zod 15, then Tomb Kappa.
Yeah, we could do that, or we could hit a ziggurat for a little bit. Oh, I'm still carrying the manual. Oh, I'm carrying a lot of stuff. Okay. Rings. Manual. Is that a second manual of air magic? No, it's just the one. By any chance has a Storm Dragon scale dropped? No. Oh man, I don't know.
Inventory management still difficult with no potions.
It's not difficult. It's just like I can't bring myself not to drop the garbage in my inventory. It's too programmed into my head at this point for me not to do it. Let's pick up some Holy Word. Yeah, no, that Donamo mentioned that, but I sadly there's just not enough. There's no 2 pieces, so I'm gonna ruin it. But hold on, maybe we can set it up. Hold up. Maybe we can set this up. So it looks like we ruined it, but hold on. Let's go purchase the Scroll of Holy Word, right? Use Descent to create a 2-stack. Ah, that's I could have done that. We'll make it happen. Hold on. So we buy the Holy Word. Now we're at 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. That's pretty cool. And the rest of this is, well, what's going on here? There's a 3-piece and shoals on this Zot trap. I guess we'll drop our crystal plate armor. Apport this. Who the hell opens a store in a slime pit? They'll open stores where I tell them to. Actually, that was pretty cool. But down there, I got 3 magic scroll shops at the same time. So big fan of that. Okay, we're gonna go to Zot real fast. One, 2, 2, 4, 2. Okay, we got to get to 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna need to kill a few things here. This is very important to me now. You guys have activated my my enjoyment of tedium. So gotta get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the most important thing. Okay, let's lightning. Okay, good. We were able to get into this hallway. Yep, we're almost to 13. Oh, don't constrict me, bro. You're ruining my defenses. Okay. Okay, that's it. Cloud's time. We're gonna scattershot some of these dudes. This is just annoying. That's better. We are so surrounded. I do have horn. We could use horn. think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to acid, take Evo to 27. It's not a bad plan. Okay, I'm taking way too much damage. I may have to potion petition, which ruins my plan, you guys. However, if I kill these things, damn it. I gotta scatter shot the corn. Okay. Not sure how it is that I got quite so surrounded here. Without being marked. I'm going to use the horn now. Should have done it a little while ago. Just back off. I'll make a box of beasts. Oh shit. Alright, we gotta stop screwing around. This is bad now. It's potion petition. Heal wounds. Yeah. Potion petition. Heal wounds resistance might haste. Yep. There it is. My devotion to doing memes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold ends. Crap. Well, we got dispelled. My devotion to doing memes ends when I think I'm gonna die.
Come on, college boy.
Come on, college boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold in my heart.
12,345 gold in my heart.
Okay, well we got 20 fighting. I guess I will take evocations to 27. There's the telly. Alrighty. That was lame as hell, you guys. We burned like 2,000 gold worth of potion petitions just because I was trying to meme really hard and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold. What did you guys do to me? I put the blame on Twitch chat for this. For this, these foibles. 100% Twitch chat's fault. Also, this really obnoxious Zot layout just had a lot of density. I blame myself. Thank you. Not for blaming yourself, but for the bits. Much appreciated, Tony.
I blame myself.
Nice 999 leaderboard, by the way. Very cool. So we could kill all this stuff pretty easily, just needed it maybe not to be all at once, you know? I do wish this character had a little more offensive power. I suppose I could train... I mean, I could train Longblades up further. Which sounds silly, but it does give you extra damage even if it's beyond Mendeley, you know? And if we're going into Extended, it's probably a thing that we want to do. It's what a real samurai master would do. That's true. I'm paralyzing these yellow guys because, well, I don't want to get corroded, really. Happy to ice blast myself in that situation. Take out the most annoying draconians. A point of fighting gives 80% of the damage increase of a point of weapon skill past Mendeley. That's true. but I have -2 aptitude, and my fighting's already 20, so the cost differential is pretty crazy. Oh, wait a minute. I guess the aptitude for fighting is 0, but it still costs less to get the long blades.
Whoops, I am out of bits. I may or may not have bought 1,000 when I was drunk a few days ago. I just wanted to hear the girl talk.
Oh, I see, I see. Well, Tony's out of bits. That means that everybody else has to take up the slack, keep the bit train rolling. If you want to see more DCSS, you gotta fund it. But no, Tony, seriously, much appreciated. I do appreciate it. You get health from fighting too. I mean, in general, I agree with you, is the thing. Which is why I turned fighting back on. But I mean, even with our -2 aptitude, we're basically gonna get to 27 on everything on this character, I think. There's a lot of experience to go. I don't really need to think too hard about what it is that I'm training. Whoa, oh, okay, that's a vault I haven't seen in a long time. Just a casual lightning spire. You'd still prefer fighting? At 50% more cost? Maybe. That's, I'm not really going to fight you on that point because I agree that that might very well be better. There is a point, for sure, though. That much we can agree on. Enemy Lightning Spire sought. Yeah, Lightning Spire is a fair and balanced spell, though, bro. Hey! Shaman I am. Thank you, man. Super, super appreciate the sub, man. Cool stuff.
Spend the extra XP on necromutation.
No, I need a live form, man. Necromutation should turn dead things into living things. Also, I just tabbed a clown. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh man, hold on, let me think about this. Something just occurred to me. I think that clowns might be extra horrifying for mummies. Alright, so you can't... Oh, thank you, Shaman. You can't be transformed, so that's cool. But you can lose stats like everybody else. You can get silenced like everybody else. But you can't drink cancellation. They don't even need to minus potion you. It's just instant. You're just like instantly taken to Pound Town. You know, so yeah, clowns are extra strength horrifying for mummies. I'll have to keep that in mind. We have 15, well, we have 16.5 evocations, so our sack is pretty good, but that's like our only option, really. We got to use evocables if we get silenced. Maybe don't clear Zot 5? Maybe. There should be like a wand that does damage to yourself, or does damage and dispels. Like a wand of cancellation. I might put that. Like a wand of, oh, a Quicksilver wand. How about that? It does 3d20 damage, and and cancels, and it always hits. Wand of Yara's, that'd be okay too, I guess. I'm trying to think of ways around the current situation where silence is just way too strong against the player. Plus 12 anti-magic club, yeah, that's clowns for you. They'll drop things like that. Oh, is that an enchant armor I spy? Oh, and I have 3 in the inventory. Our AC is getting pretty damn respectable. Base armor rating 14, and then we have another plus 11. It can be maximally enchanted to plus 13, or plus 14 rather. We're 3 away from a max enchant. That's so sick. I don't think I've had on stream a max enchanted crystal plate armor ever. So that'll be cool. We have acquirement. Probably just acquire gold, to be honest. Oh, we're almost up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Why did I go for crystal plate over gold dragon scales? Well, I'm worshipping Gozag, so if you'll notice from my little search here, there's no gold dragon scales. And why is that? All the gold dragons turned into gold. Can't actually get scales as a Gozag guy, so unless I were to purchase some, getting very lucky from a shop, crystal plate's probably the best thing I'm going to find. Only mildly questionable clarity weapon. That's a pretty good way to describe it. But yeah, with that said, I a little bit regret not going for just regular fire dragon scales, which I think, do we have that? Yeah, those are actually available. Those just dropped, so maybe we should have gone in that direction. We'd have a more balanced set of defenses, but at the same time, we're running around with 53 AC. Come on. Oh no, I went right past 1, 3, 3, 4, 5. What's the closest I came to losing the streak? Now that is a question I get a lot, and quite a lot of examples come to mind. Like the most recent one was when I foolishly went into a transporter vault, and yeah, I agree the CPA is better when you have Alchemist hat. Can I do this? Is this a thing I can do? I think I can do this. Not if my Clouds wand screws me over. Oh my god. Double screwed over. Okay. Okay. Just to be safe, we're teleporting. I think we're fine. Yeah, this is okay. We'll teleport out of here by the time the fight's half over, and then... Wow, we actually didn't teleport out. I want to kill the moth. I want to kill the other moth. I will... Oh man, I'm out of acid. Okay, I have rod. Good. Okay, we'll leave. Go into a hallway, and then we can probably melee this. Acid Wand Hydra, Acid Wand Centaur on D5. Yeah, that was probably one of the most dangerous ones. I'll tell you this, the most memorable, yeah, that's true, I am carrying around penetration, that'd be handy. Maybe for extended. The most memorable dangerous situation I'm in, or I was in this entire streak, Hold C-Spine, in my opinion, I was playing an Octopode. I think it was an Octopode Fire Elementalist. And Octopodes are one of those races where you just, the kind of defenses and hit points you have mean that the early game is going to be a little bit tough, sometimes, depending on what shows up. It's got to be a certain types of monsters, you know, because Octopodes in general are pretty strong. So you think about it, like, what's dangerous for an Octopode? Well, priests, you know, because your hit points could be better. Orc priests are painful. So we had a floor, and I think it might have been like D3, as early as possible. Yeah, we did get the second best hat, but we won't be using it. So I got a floor, I think it was D3, on this Octopode Fire Elementalist, where there was like 2 priests in a pack, and I couldn't separate them. I couldn't really be on the screen with both of them because they could one-shot me if they both decided to do their full damage to me at the same time. And the floor was set up in such a way that I just couldn't get past them easily. I had to kind of sneak. It is a pretty cool ring, isn't it? Not good for this character though. Anyway, did we get enchant armor? Yeah, we did. So anyway, like I had to sneak past these priests, and by the time I did that, I go downstairs and like I had checked a bunch of the downstairs, and it was just like an ugly, ugly downstairs. So I'm at my third downstairs, and there's like this is D4 now, and there's like an ogre there in this hallway, and just like a shitload of stuff behind him. Like I think there's an orc wizard, there's like an adder, there's like a quokka, there was just a bunch of stuff my poor little octopode couldn't take. And so the play that I made, and this is probably the most fun thing I've done in DCSS, is I used MuMo strictly so that I could kill that group of things, which I knew would pull tons of stuff to that location, but it would level me up, and it would give me a little bit of wiggle room so that I could probably kill the orc priests. And so that's what I did, and I did the math, and the math was that on average, I had enough mana to conjure flame and then kill and block the ogre long enough that I could kill him with flame tongues, and the average actually worked out for once. It's legit tense and really cool. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one, but there were a lot of situations like that throughout the streak. All right, Zot 4 is done. I don't think I'm gonna do any more Zot. I'm not even gonna enter Zot 5. And we could go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and bribe branch. It never runs out. There's no time limit. So we'll just bribe branch and then we'll leave. We'll come back for it later. That's just so I don't forget. I'm gonna try to call some merchants. Assorted antiques. Nothing useful. Assorted antiques. Wow, okay, you guys. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Was there enchant armor? Oh, there is. I didn't see that. Yeah, so we have OCPA now. I would lose 4 points of AC, but that would free me from my Autumn Katana curse here, which is honestly not a particularly. I mean, it's a good weapon, but like we could do better. We could grab a double sword. Have we found any other weapons that are particularly? No, not really. No, I think we're gonna stick with our for the time being. But man, I will say this: we have found. It's too bad this character's int is so low because we have found the tools for two of the most important tools for mega zigging. The Hat of the Alchemist is really good for doing tons of ziggurats, and Orange Crystal Plate is really good as well. Yeah, the option is now available to us for sure, and that's an amazing armor for ziggurats if you're casting in it. It's quite nice. Okay. Wow, really interesting. Oh, and there's a sack of spiders for sale. We'll buy that. Maybe one more shop. Assorted antiques. Okay, I was hoping for more enchant armor. No such luck. No way to get 15 int pretty quickly. Well, not so quickly. What would that be? I mean, if we wanted to really do mega zigging on this character, like bunches and bunches of zigs, we'd have to find a lot of plus int items, I think. It's not impossible. It's not likely, but it's not impossible. Alright, I think that's going to be it for DCSS tonight. I guess maybe after a little break I could play some CDDA. I have been wanting to stream that, you know, and now that I've finally got the glitches worked out, I think we finally can. We made some progress today. We got 2 runes. We cleared most of Zot. We would have won by now if this was another game. But we're gonna, you know, I saw that, Tony. I'll take a look as soon as I close out of the stream. But Yeah, I think we made good progress. Next run, I actually really like this because that means that next time I stream DCSS, we can just do the extended stuff, and I can really focus on having like an extended session. And I think that if I do it that way, it'll be a little more interesting for when it finally shows up on YouTube. So people, you know, if they want to see high-level extended play. And honestly, I'm kind of excited because typically I hate extended. But it's been so long since I've actually done all of it that you know, you may even see some fun mistakes from me just because I'm not used to doing it anymore. If they want to skip to extended, sure. Well, some people do that. They're looking for like how to do certain branches, and I imagine it's kind of useful when it's compartmentalized like that. But that's just kind of a guess. Anyway, we have 4,200 gold. We may we may go straight to Tomb next time. We may spend some time in Abyss and grab some gold, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll tell you what. I'm going to take the stream offline. I might do a little CDDA. Maybe if I come back, it's going to be in like 20 minutes or so. I don't think so because I've already been streaming for a good little while. But maybe. Just hit me up on Discord if you want to see that, and maybe I'll make it happen. But anyway, thank you guys for coming to the stream. Thank you for all the subs. Tony, especially, thank you for the bits. You're looking really hot up there on the leaderboard with 1,000 bits, man. That's very cool. Yeah, 55 AC is nice too. The character he's strong. He's actually a mummified gargoyle, is what he is. But anyway, that's going to be it for the night for DCSS. So hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.